a few ruts out here in this field before we go into the planter. It's always good to have these things patched up. We had such a terrible fall last year, and it hasn't been a very good spring this year. So we're getting a late start to our fixing. Hit these a couple times with the chisel plow, these washouts, and we'll go ahead and run a mulch finisher down them, and they'll look good as new. According to the owner's manual, this sprayer weighs 11,500 pounds loaded. We're full, and we're moving right along. It's looking good. Going down here to the field to spray some actual chemical. We had the sprayer out yesterday, which would have been Friday, just with water only in it, calibrating things, getting the monitor set up to go, stuff like that. You really can't screw up water, so we wanted to make sure everything was up to par. Actually found a couple little leaks, but we got those all resolved, so we're going to be going live. Very, very happy with the way the tractor handles the weight. Unlike a highboy sprayer, with this sprayer I have the ability to change my hydraulics just like you normally do on the tractor. So I can dial everything down as far as unfolding the booms. I like to run a little slower just so everything's a little smoother. Then these switches here will run the booms. These are your transportation fold up. So you got your main wings, your flip wings, and you go on down the line. And when you fold up, you reverse. So red, black, and blue. And when you fold up, you go blue, black, and red. So this will be your inner boom section going out first. And again, I've dialed it down very, very slow. I can speed it up a little bit. And then for your final, you'll hit your winglets, or your outer wings. Wing tips is called on the monitor. You can see how much quicker they are just because they're smaller cylinders as it goes on out. And yes, at 90 feet wide, the machine is got some width to it. So again, tractor's very stable. Ran this yesterday, was very pleased with the Raven system, which is an automatic boom height control. Raven Auto Boom Height Ultra Glide. Real happy with the way it works. So you turn on your switch here for your Ravens, and then you get your home panel there, and you'll activate these, and you'll go into automated mode. With this sprayer, you basically spray with the 3 points all the way up, and then you'll actually run with the main center boom pretty well all the way down. And there you can see that's similar to, and I'll kick these on, which they all went green, and now they're going to be going into automated. It's going to find itself here and level out, and it's very, very quick. It'll go high-low, calibrate, and it'll go into sync up. You can get out and run your hand underneath, the boom will bounce up out of the way almost instantaneously. I'm quite impressed with the Raven system. And tied to my last SCV remote outlet there, I have my pump, which will kick on. And we're going to see pressure up here come up. And we're going to see pressure here, which is your transducer, so you'll get that on the console there. If I want to change my height, I can bump it up or down here, which will give me a different height. So you can go there. So I think we'll go around 40 inches or so. Seems to be about right when everything gets settled out. So there's around 40. Looks pretty even, pretty flat. get the foamer kicked on. I don't really use the foamer. I'll be on guidance here. Turn on the auto track, but well, the corn's up, looking pretty good. Leafing out nice. It's one thing with the Exactamerge, you can get a real nice even stand. This was ground wind hydrous this winter though, which was beneficial. The other day I shot some video of this planter working, but I didn't like the way that the video came together. Plus, about the same time I was shooting the video, I ended up having a True-V bearing assembly go out, lock it up, and so I ended up scrapping that little clip of video I had. Now we've received a pretty nice welcomed rain here today. We're shut down for a little bit temporarily again, so I'm going to begin working on this 1790 planter. It's had a plethora of bugs in it, and yes, it is hooked up to the 8400R. 8360s right here on the sprayer, but I'm taking my time. I'm just doing beans with it right at the moment, and I'm trying to get everything worked out on it. The first thing that was a problem with it was the controller unit. So we'd bought the black controller box, which if you go back in the videos I explained all differences in compatibility. They programmed this today, works good. In the future videos I'll talk more about compatibilities and different things that they did for shutoffs and stuff throughout the series of these planters. The other thing I noticed on this planter while we were planting was it was not producing a very consistent seed depth. And that's on the basis that right here, behind these gauge wheel arms, which are what control your depth, there's a pretty good notch, and you probably can't see, there's not enough light in here, there's a pretty good notch for that arm. And this little equalizer bar, if you can feel, it's pretty wore off on the bottom. So we've ordered these, and on these arms here, you can reverse them by going side to side, and they've not been reversed. They have been replaced on the planter. We replaced these closing wheel assembly this winter, so they're good. But we'll go ahead and reverse those so you have a new edge. While I have everything off, I have brand new True-V's for the corn row units on this, which need to be done in a really bad way. Shoop was $28, John Deere was like $31 a blade, so it seemed to pay just to go through John Deere on the new True-V blades. The bean units don't really need True-V's. I did put one on that row unit there. It wasn't all that worn, but I didn't want to have one wore a little bit and have one new blade, so I went ahead and put new blades on. That's because that was the one where the bearing had went out and locked up. So the bean units will be in good shape already. The corn units have the high wear to them. That's why I'm not getting the consistent depth. I feel like I'm not getting the adjuster here to work properly. Once I get all that flipped around, get the new equalizers on, get the new True-V's on, I think everything will be cutting quite well, because it's all shored up, it's all tight, it's all adjusted properly. There's no reason that it won't plant like a new machine again. I'm letting this dry off tonight. I was outside while they were programming it. The first wave of rain came through, made everything good and wet. But it was, again, a beneficial rain. And it's making that wheat look good out there. It's really growing. So stay tuned for planter repairs and a whole lot more things going on around the farm here. It's a very busy time of the year, and we're working through some equipment that needed some repairs, but we're getting it all resolved and taken care of. So stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.